webinar. It is a guest webinar this afternoon. It will be morning, evening in your part of the world, wherever you are, in US, India, in Papua New Guinea, in this southern part. We are northern hemisphere, I think. Yes, we are in a sunny afternoon at my end. Anyway, welcome everyone. Thank you. I can see all our leadership council members represented. Some of them are here. We welcome you, Chris Johnson. Thank you for being here with us. We know you had a situation with your mom passing, and we send all our love to you. And we want to just acknowledge your presence here. Thank you for being with us. And thank you, Mati, my brother. And thank you, I think Robin should be somewhere. And Viviana, thank you for being here with us. Yes, and Lynn Nakamoto, great to have you here. And thank you all the family members around the globe. Thank you for being with us here in Papua New Guinea. You always encourage us. We are strengthened as we know we are in a big family within this OnPassive family. And to our Papua New Guineans, mitok abinun tru long yupla olgata. Thank you long you joining me pla. You got all leaders play you stop. Me look him Nancy stop. Nancy em stop long maprik. Lo wiwek I think em campaign is lo mosby or em stop yet bian emiet by story long. Walk about long em lo hap. Big pla fire kirap long hap. So thank you. Me look him Runa. Yes, I'll not reply you plus stop long screen. Mary Caro. Thank you lo you plus stop. People leaders play you me. Na me talk welcome lo you pla all nupla online you come joining me pla just 1 day ago, 2 days ago, or a week ago. Thank you long you pla joining me pla. And family blo you me some OnPassive and you look more kata sit down lo screen. Na me pla got big pla family in Sala Papua New Guinea close to Abrusim Mark long 7,000 now. You go on top. So me welcome you pla long Highlands, long Nambis, long Momase, long New Guinea Islands. Welcome Olgata long this la webinar blo you me long Papua New Guinea. Thank you, long come. Now you can stop ici by your harem presentable Yumi today and by presenting this la business opportunity lo Yumi no got big la time more legally time is stop tasol. So this la opportunity window and by past time company and me launch long world. So company and by describing behind by me plug and explaining more long talk pisin. So me no long passing time long time. So me by give him go back and long go straight long presentable Yumi and by talk long Yumi presentable Yumi and Gladys Nayaboro and me stop lo here one time Yumi. So I'm yet by introducing him yet. Gladys, we are so happy to have you as our presenter this afternoon, and we want to welcome you to Papua New Guinea. Thank you for accepting our invitation to speak to our people here and to speak to the people here on this guest presentation. So I wouldn't want to take so much time. As for the new ones coming on, my name is David Bakau. I am a council member of OnPassive Global here in representing Papua New Guinea. I have Veronica also in Papua New Guinea as a leadership council member, and my wife Susan Bakau, she's also a leadership council member. So we have 3 LC members in Papua New Guinea representing PNG on this OnPassive global family. So without much ado, I'll pass it on to you, Gladys. You can introduce yourself and thank you for being with us here.
Hi, David. I'd like to introduce Gladys, if you don't mind.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Lynn.
Gladys is a mother and a spouse. She has 2 daughters, age 11 and 6. She's originally from Kenya, but she resides in the United States. She recently relocated from New Jersey to North Carolina. Gladys has a master's degree in nursing with a concentration in health care leadership. Gladys loves people. Her passion is to serve the less fortunate by changing one life at a time. And she believes that OnPassive IT company is the pathway to achieving her dreams. So it's my honor and privilege to welcome and introduce Gladys. Take it away, Gladys.
Thank you so much, Lynn, for that introduction. I think you made me look better. than who I think I am, but I truly appreciate. Thank you so much to the leaders who considered to invite me to this Zoom webinar. When I was asked to come on, as you have heard, my name is Gladys Nyaboro. My husband is Muraidi, but I go mostly by Gladys Nyaboro because those are the names on my ID. Nyaboro is my dad's name. And according to my culture, we don't have to switch the name to the husband's name unless you choose to sometime down the road. Some people do, some people keep the dad's name for long. So I just want to make that one clear. I'm so happy to come to speak to my brothers and sisters from Papua New Guinea, because being from Kenya, I can truly relate with many of the issues in Papua New Guinea. I thank God for giving me this opportunity to be with you here today. And more especially, I thank our CEO, Mr. Ashim Fare, for giving us this platform to meet and discuss about OnPassive business. If you are here and you are a guest, I just want to assure you today that you are here because someone who truly cares about you invited you to come on. So as I'm going to share my journey of OnPassive, I want to say why I joined OnPassive. What was the drive? It was in 2018 that we had gone for vacation in Orlando, Florida. We had taken our kids to Disney. And a friend of mine sent me a text telling me that she has come across an opportunity that she would like me to look and join her. But because we had been in another opportunity just a few weeks after that, we paid $200 but never took off. I did not want to listen to her anymore because she's the one who invited me to the other opportunity. But she told me, I'll give you the phone number to the CEO, the owner of the company. You call him and find out if it's something you'll be interested. I said, unless I speak to the CEO, I cannot join, because the business that we had come from, I never saw the CEO. I did see their photos on Facebook. That's the closest that I got. So she gave me Ashim Fare's phone number. I called him. And a few minutes, about maybe 10 minutes or so, he called back. And I introduced myself. He was more interested in the person than the business. He never mentioned anything, why he's calling back, but he said he's returning my call. So he asked me where I am from, my name, if I have a family, where I live, about the culture, about food, everything else other than business. So when we finished, actually, we almost said bye before talking the business. And then I remembered, oh, I called him because I wanted to find out about the business. There was no even name OnPassive at that time. My friend had sent me a video clip that was 13 minutes, I remember. I listened to it. That's why I gave it a chance to talk to Ash. When I spoke to him and he spoke about all these things, and then he mentioned one thing that just sat in my heart. Because he said, he asked me, how long are you in on vacation? I said, we just got here a couple of days ago, and we are here maybe about 5 days with family. Then he said, are you happy to go back that quick? And I said, no, I wish I could stay longer. Then he said, yes, that's why we need a way that you can have vacation, enjoy with your family as you are earning income. And immediately I told him, but that's not life, because of the life that, we are used. You wake up in the morning, you go, you work, you get paid. You do something to be paid. So for me, I didn't even expand my mind. I just told him it's not practical. Then he said, it's practical, but no one has thought of doing it. And then I said, by the way, a friend of mine told me about business, and I'm just curious to know what it's about. He said, that's the freedom that I want to bring to moms like you so that you can have time with your children. When he mentioned that, I didn't have to think twice. Because as you have heard, I'm in healthcare. Yes, I work, my husband works. We can put food on the table, but at what expense? I realized that I did not have time really for my children. And just because I can wake up in the morning, go work, pay the babysitter, does not give me the satisfaction of being a mother to my own children. I really want to be there with my children. I want to be able to be present because especially these years that they are young, they need me. And you here as guests, I know you have your own reasons. You have your own whys. What drives you? What is your concern when you wake up in the morning until you go to sleep? Is it that you have, before the month ends, you are already thinking about how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to pay for my children's school fees? I know that there are many parents who can relate to Ash Mufare's vision and mission of trying to bring financial freedom to families. It will take time, and the time will vary from one person to the other, but he has designed a business with humanity in heart, with love. He has designed a business that considers also the little guys. We are the little guys. I believe that if you are not as rich as those, the big shots that we have like Warren Buffett, if you don't make so much money, you are still the little guy. Ash Mufare has made this business of OnPassive that he is looking at rewarding for all people. OnPassive is an equalizer. There is no one who is above and there's no one who is below. And that's why we see each other as a family. It's interesting that after these years, I came to OnPassive in 2018 in July. I have seen hundreds of thousands of founders with like mind. I believe that this is an opportunity that God had to raise somebody and give him the assignment. Somebody had to say yes, to go through thick and thin, to go through anything that is thrown at him while trying to make us the heroes. Mr. Ash Mufare, who is the CEO of OnPassive, has committed to make us the heroes. There are many unsung heroes, and if there is an unsung hero that I can say is the CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare. He has formed this business OnPassive that will make internet use for business people and for us to be user-friendly. If you have a small business and you don't have the tens of thousands of dollars that you have to pay to market your business, OnPassive is able to provide the tools and the products to do it for you. I keep it simple myself the way I look at OnPassive. I don't have to overthink to know the technicality of how these things are going to work. But I know that when you have a business and you need a website, you're gonna have to go to a company that provides websites to make your website. And in this case, GoDaddy is a big one in providing making websites for businesses. You will pay a separate fee on that one. Then if you need an autoresponder, you're gonna have to get another company to provide you with that. If you need mass emailing. If you have a business and you want to advertise, reach out to many people. You're going to have to go to another company and pay probably thousands of dollars to be able to provide you that service to be able to market your business. But if we ask ourselves, you and I, do I have thousands of dollars to pay if I have a small business to be able to market my business? No, I don't. So what Ash has done, he has made this company that he has brought over 50 products and tools together to be able to enable the businesses to be able to market their businesses for an affordable fee. It's very important to become a founder, because as a founder, you become an early bird, meaning that you are the first top people who are the beneficiaries of the business. Now, the concern for many people, and I can give an example, I had 2 prospects or 2 close friends I'd reached out to and shared the opportunity about OnPassive. They refused coming in because they were saying, if I come and I'm not able to recruit or bring anybody, how am I going to make money? Unfortunately, they have held coming in for nearly 2 years. But when they eventually, I just tried to explain to them, because I care about them. In OnPassive, you don't have to recruit to make money, because everything is automated for you. For those who don't want to do anything, the company markets for you. The company brings in customers for you, places them under you, and from their subscriptions, that's how we will be able to earn. So when you come to OnPassive, don't come with the fear that you have to bring people in. But Ash has been very kind enough to allow those who want to share the opportunity to share. Me, I can be honest with you. When I came to OnPassive, I had no interest to bring anybody in. All I wanted was financial freedom. I am not good in recruiting. The closest person I could recruit before is my husband, and that's the farthest I could go. But I want to tell you how OnPassive is an easy business to share. Me, Gladys, who could never be able to bring anybody except my husband. I was in 2 businesses before, and it was only me and it's my husband that I brought in, and that was it. But with this business, all that I've done is to reach out to people who we have been doing charity work from before the years with the little that we had, and shared the opportunity with them, just told them the vision, and many of them just got it, and they came in. Some of them are totally not engaged, but they got the vision and they say they believe in the vision, they want to be part of it, they became founders, they secured position, so I just follow up with them and update them where we are. The last few weeks that we launched products, we have launched a few products now. I reached out to them and they are back. They are activating their accounts. They are happy. They are happy that they became founders from 2018, 2019. So all that I've been doing is just reach out, share. And I kindly, the reason why I say kindly, because in OnPassive, we really don't force anybody to join us, and we don't beg anybody. And what we love is to share the opportunity. It grieves me sometimes when I share, because I know that this person needs it just as I do, and they don't get it. But I tell you, don't give up. I have had, working with the Kenyan community, I've had stories of founders, some of them who have to hide to attend webinars from their loved ones. You know what? I believe that if you catch the vision, you will do everything to protect your business. My mom is 80 years old, She is a founder. And it's the happiest thing that she has because she has always been worried of her grandchildren. She has always told me, make sure you take care of my grandchildren when I go. I pray that God gives you long life. So when I had this opportunity, I shared with her. And you know what she did? She had to save a little bit of money. I wanted to pay for her for the whole account, but she said she wanted to plant something there. And she gave a few shillings, which are, a few, very, very few dollars, but she wanted to feel that she has left a legacy for her grandchildren. And I promised her, Mom, I will take care of this account and I will make sure your grandchildren are taken care of. So for those guests who are here, you are in an opportunity of a lifetime. Someone invited you because they care. Get back to them. Talk to the leaders to let you know the fees to join OnPassive. The initial fee is $97, and depending from the country where you are coming in from, they may charge bank fees. So the leaders in your countries will be able to explain to you that, David Bakau, you are one of the leaders that I know from Papua New Guinea. And when you come in OnPassive, there is such a contagious love that there is no competition. I am a living testimony. I recently started a Zoom for the Kenyan OnPassive founders. And most of the leaders, I have not talked to any of you directly, but every single leader I've reached out to ask for help. They have stepped up, they have come forward, they have helped, and now all that the Kenyan founders say is that they feel that they belong. Papua New Guinea, the same. Join us. We are a movement, and we want to be free, financially free. We want to be able to take care of our families, educate our children, put food on the table. We want to be able to be happy and do something good to humanity, touch a life. And for Papua New Guinea founders who have already become founders, we are blessed at different stages. If you are a founder and you can afford another account to bless someone, please do it. They will thank you and God will bless you. Always giving brings joy. I've always given, even if it was very little. Sometimes I even forget to buy myself a pair of shoes when I need to up it, and my husband does it because it gives me joy to give. The little you give can take you a long way. Sometimes you can hold and not give, but something happens and you end up spending way much more money than what you could have given. So my sisters and brothers in Papua New Guinea, let's work together. We are a movement. And if there is anything that we can help, if there is anything that you want us to work together with your leaders to help you new founders get your foot, we welcome you. Talk to David Bakau and the other leaders, and we can work together. But you cannot regret for being a founder in OnPassive. I am so grateful and I thank God. And I know that through this, we're gonna do good to humanity. Make it a mission to touch one life at a time. Ash says, he cannot change the world, but he can touch one life. He can change one person's life. But you know what? We are already more than 1 million founders. Do you want to miss this opportunity? I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. I want to be part of this great history being written. 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, we're going to look back and you're going to be so grateful of all that you've gone through. We have leaders who work day and night. They don't sleep. They don't sleep. But they are there day and night, always working with us. So please, I I timed myself, so the time I think is up. But I can continue a little bit. You can signal me when you want me to stop. So please, do I continue?
Just continue.
Yeah, I cannot want to be anywhere else. This is 11:41 p.m. I am in the perfect place that I'm supposed to be. I have been, I'm one person who is, I believe God has gifted me, and I thank God. I give him all the glory for that. But I am one person who is very reserved also at the same time. I recorded an album in 2018, but I never had the courage to bring it out. But you know what? I thank God for OnPassive. Because of OnPassive, I've been able to host Zooms. I never did that. I was always one who was attending and listening in, sneaking in from 2018. I could send a text to Asha and say, I thank you very much for what you are doing. I pray for you. But that was it. Many of you who have been there from 2018, you can say you've never seen me. But look at me now. I am here. I am a leader. For $97, that's too much value that I've already received. Even if something happened today, I will say, thank you, God. You changed me. You changed my personality. You changed me completely. You have changed my perspective. My vision is bigger, is way, way bigger. Before, I could only envision myself as a founder. Oh, when I get a little bit, I'm going to help somebody. I'm going to take a child to school. Do you know what I'm dreaming to do right now? Because I've enlarged my vision. I want to be able to help my community get electricity. It's beyond just paying school fees for one child now. Because I believe that it may take long, it may take a while, but it will come to pass. How beautiful it is to know that eventually you can retire and still be able to take your grandchildren for dinner. How many people have worked so hard in their lives? We have one founder from Kenya. I cried later after the Zoom when I listened to his story. The man is well read. He went to school. He has traveled. He worked so hard, but now, no good retirement. He is a founder. You know what? I'm happy for him because he made that choice. And I can't wait to travel and meet these leaders who have worked day and night. I can't wait for us to have something going on in Papua New Guinea and we come to visit and we do something for humanity there. I can't wait to go to different states. I want to go for a purpose. I want to go to do something good to humanity. God called us to be OnPassive for a purpose. You are not here by chance. You are not here by mistake. If you are here listening to me today, I am a living testimony of someone being held a hand. I did 8th grade 3 times. My parents loved me so much, but they could not be able to pay my school fees. And I could see the pain in my dad's eyes. One day I was sitting in our church at home. We had a priest from Italy who was the parish priest. And from nowhere, of course, I used to do readings at the church. From nowhere, that was my 3rd time of having done 8th grade. And it's not that I was failing. I didn't have money to go to high school. He picked me, said, my daughter, come here and read for us the reading and don't stress about school fees because you know what? You are going to the best girls' school in the district. And I couldn't believe it. This is Sunday, the church is fully packed and he picks me. That's why I'm a strong believer and I don't want to offend anybody who doesn't believe in God because he picked me. And he had his brother to pay my tuition 100%. I was in the best girls' boarding school in the area. And in Kenya, for you to be in a boarding school means something. And this is a boarding school that was run by nuns. Our headmistress was a nun from Britain, from England. And I was never sent home for school fees. As a matter of fact, I can confess it now. The day that I wanted to, everybody went home for school fee, for how I believe it was for some students were sent home for school fees. And I really wanted to go home, but I couldn't go because my tuition was paid 100%. I lied that I lost one pair of shoes. Somebody stole my shoe because I wanted to go home. You know how God is good? The headmistress took me to the nearest city, we call it town, back home, and she bought me a new pair of shoes and took me right back to school. And I'm gonna have to share this story with her because I was hiding the other shoe because I wanted to go home. But that shows how grace works. God worked that I never suffered. I never thought about school fees again for the 4 years. The same to when I was coming to this country. My parents could not afford a bank statement, a big bank statement for the American embassy. Again, my bishop stepped in and gave me that bank statement. I have been where I could never have been because somebody held my hand. And that's why I said the promise always, I said to God, God help me. If only I can hold one more girl's hand, one more person. If only I can wipe one more tear, I will do it for your glory. Let me not do it for myself, but for you. And I've had so many blessings because of giving something so small, not big, so small. And so founders, please, who are here, let me not take your time. Keep on sharing the opportunity. For the guests who are here, you are at the right place at the right time. If you are not able to put food on your children's table today, you will be able to do it tomorrow. A sister, a brother in OnPassive in Papua New Guinea, or in Kenya, or in the United States, will not see a sister hungry and not do something. Let's be part of this movement. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for listening. And please, I want to work with you. I love you with all my heart. Big, 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 big love. Love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Gladys. Wow. You know, you speak from your life situations as a mother, as a woman, as a wife, and it is so touching. You know, OnPassive has brought this out within you. And I believe every one of us here has their own story. And your story is reflecting of what the heart is of the man who created this platform. And thank you so much for sharing that. I know a lot of us here, Papua New Guinea and Kenya is no different in terms of our how we live, how we get along with people. We are a communal culture. And thank you. We know with OnPassive, we can join hands right across the world. And we can do a lot of things to change people. And I am challenged by your word, you know, we must share. At least you can take one person's hand and you can make the difference in their lives. So thank you once again, Gladys. I will give it to Marty to share your piece of word. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Gladys, that was amazing. Amazing. Everyone here witnessed how to do it right. You did it from your heart. If I didn't already have so many positions, I would buy one right now. That was absolutely fantastic. You said it right from the heart. You got people who will understand what you meant. That was perfect. That was one of the best I've ever seen, ever. Very good. That was very good.
Thank you so much, Mari. I'm very humbled for those words. All that I just want to repeat again, just to keep sharing, just have the courage, stay strong. You may not continue to sleep hungry every day. If you have any child, young child with babies, I have, a few loved ones, young girls who had babies sooner, let's help them. Let's give them another hope. There's always hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Gladys. Thank you. Papua New Guinea online blame lo PNG. Sister Gladys, I come sharing experience belong on pla mama. I got pikinini. I'm on pla graduate nurse. I'm all in degree long nursing field belong na emi sharing this life story belong how I'm joining OnPassive na one something and believe OnPassive by inap long helping them na this la company you may oklo share him know some one pla business nothing and one pla big pla companies true papa blo this la company I create him and one pla kind man or some got big pla bell long help him all man Ameria Gladys talk long talk like reward him all the time man Mary like reward him all financially you may say find him road long find him money na time long make him dream on you may come up real that's all how by me make him dream on come up real money and one plus something money say make him all got something move lo this la ground now you may stop awesome na time you got this la hungry na you got dream on na you find me come this la rote me pla kisim come ya OnPassive business me pla karem kam lo you se one pla vehicle lo you one pla door lo you me op lo you na lo you sim this la business long come up him dream on lo you na inap him you yet one time family na you can look lo nar pla close to lo you mem share him ya bell belong this la man me create him this la business talk like help him all man Mary. So lo this la rot and me like try lo share him this la business so that me look him one kind business by helping me like make sure that you two can miss out. So this la rot and me open lo you. Thank you. I'll leave it at that. And then Abdua, we have William. If you want to speak, please raise your hand. Just put up your hand like this. Click the button at the bottom of your screen, raise hand. And you raise your hand so that we can allow you to speak. You can ask questions for our guest here. You may online long Papua New Guinea. You come first time, now you watch him. You like ask him one question long business and one kind business. Please, you put him honey one tap. Na ba mi pla look lo you na mi pla bring him you come on long talk. Thank you. We have Abdua Kaya. You can unmute and speak.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good night. Sister Gladys, that was very powerful testimony. It touched my heart. It brought tears to me. I know you touched everybody's heart because you spoke directly from the heart. What a wonderful message you brought to us. And you talked about your experience. Now, God bless you, and you know He blessed you. And you said that I don't care if nobody believe Him. I know for myself, He have touched me and helped me in so many ways. I really appreciate it. I appreciate being here tonight to listen to your speech. And just keep doing what you're doing because you'll definitely touch so many hearts. Thank you again. And God bless you.
Thank you, Abdua. William Delome.
Yes. Hello, Papua New Guinea.
Hello.
Yes, Gladys, I'd like to add a little bit to your story about sharing. I think I was in the hospital and the person beside me, his name was Andy, and I was talking about Okanami, and he registered and he got his whole family in the business. So helping one person at a time makes a whole lot of difference. And today I helped him get into his old founders site. I use TeamViewer, and now he's up and running, and he has a speech impediment, but it's actually getting better. So I think he's going to be more active now. So I'm very happy about that. And I just wanted to share a little bit about the upcoming future of this business. Everyone has a certain ability, and they also have this creativity inside them. And I was listening to Ash that many people pass away and they're not bringing that creativity out. And I can't, this business is going to allow that for everyone here. Also, when Old Connect comes out, my head is wrapped around talking in different languages to other people and getting different friends. How great is that? I can't believe this. This is going to be ability of creativity, bringing it out in everyone. So I'm wrapping my head around that.
Thank you, William. Thank you, William, for that. We have Chris Johnson and Lynn Nakamoto after Chris.
Thank you, David. Gladys, everything what especially Abdullah was said, I'm gonna times that by 1,000. You just showed me a whole new way to do an OnPassive presentation. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I know that there isn't a person on here that just got to walk through your life in your shoes. And right now you changed every one of their minds how to think about what OnPassive is really going to do for us. And sometimes we think our failures in life, I was talking to Marty and Julie and Robin about this tonight. Our failures in life that we think are failures are really our strengths. So everything that you were telling us tonight about 3 years and this grade, there was a reason God did that. There's a reason for every one of us to be here right now. And as Julie Wen would say, to bring us all together, the same people. And I absolutely love how you talked about God and allowed him to be in your life. And I think that's the most beautiful thing. But everything that you said tonight was very, very powerful. And if you didn't shed a tear, I want you to rewatch this. And I would like to ask your permission. I know my buddy Bill must is asleep, and I would love to actually have Bill make a YouTube video out of this, because I would love to share this in the back office, because people need to hear what you just said. It's a different way. And you walked your life. You walked us all through your life from a young girl and what you thought were your failures. It was beautiful for me to hear. There's many of us that could probably relate to that. And I tell a lot of people, some of my best friends in the world are people like me and you, where maybe we got stuck in the grade a few times. It wasn't because we weren't learning fast enough. We just learned at our own speed. And I just loved how you put that in there, because it made me think about a lot of things. It made me change my mindset about a lot of things. And I truly want to thank you for that. But once again, number one, most powerful presentation I've ever seen in over a year and a couple of months that I've been in this. And boy, I think the rest of us, 1,100,000 people, they need to see this and they need to share this. And I'm going to do my best I can to blow you up and get the message that you sent tonight And for anyone in here that's from P&G and is brand new on this, you just saw the most amazing presentation you're ever going to see. And if it doesn't make you want to join, I don't know what else that we could tell you, but that was beautiful, Gladys. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.
It'll be in the back office an hour after this is over.
Thank you, Chris, for that. Yes, you spoke for every one of us. It's a beautiful, very beautiful presentation. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So when I asked Gladys for her bio, and I was rereading it just now, what she told me, and I forgot to say one important thing that she said that I shouldn't have missed, and that is that she is a believer and a blessed founder, a blessed founder. You know, that's important. I skipped that one sentence. That's important. The other thing I wanted to talk about is when, you know how Ash recently talked about how we should share OnPassive, and he was saying that, you know, we don't really need to go into detail like we're used to in explaining all the products, explaining how you get paid and all of that. Gladys was proof of that, because, you know, if I were a guest today, I would have joined just knowing what, you know, from her sharing her life and the needs she had growing up, the pain she went through, and talking also about how OnPassive is going to be the answer to those problems and those pain points. Ash was, he was absolutely right, because she did what Ash is asking us to do, is to talk about the essence of OnPassive. What is OnPassive going to do for people? How is it going to change their lives? You know, it totally made sense when Gladys spoke tonight. I said, dang, that's what Ash was trying to get at just recently when he shared with us how to talk about OnPassive. So I'm going to take it to heart. You know, I do a guest webinar daily, you know, a Zoom webinar. I'm readjusting what I say, you know, to be more like what Gladys did. I think that's going to hit home. So if for us founders who are here, it's something to consider. I think that if we kind of readjust what we are used to have done, I think let's follow Ash's wisdom and guidance, you know. I think it's going to bring in more people. More people will relate to us. You know what I'm saying? They'll relate to us. They can get it. It hits the heart, not only the mind, but the heart. And the heart is what's going to pull people to understand what OnPassive is about and want to be part of OnPassive. So thank you, Gladys, because I think it shows us a different way to present this wonderful business. We appreciate you, Gladys.
Thank you, Lynn. We have Dr. Benny. You can unmute, please.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to my queens and to my kings on this amazing webinar in different parts of the globe. Queen Gladys, my sister, I'm not going to say from another mother, my sister. Magnificent presentation. I like the way you spoke about this, our amazing company. As we all know, OnPassive is the future. I just want to talk to the guest. Did you guys enjoy her story, her presentation? Because I know I enjoy it. If you are new, listening to the way, the passion that she has, she saw the vision about OnPassive. That is why she joined. She loves OnPassive. And she believes that you will love it too. OnPassive is an opportunity is a future. OnPassive deals with artificial intelligence. Despite the fact that there are a lot of companies that deals with artificial intelligence, but OnPassive will utilize the artificial intelligence to bring traffic to our business. And when I talk about traffic, it's customers. Now, Gladys, you talk about how you needed money because of the love of God. Your parents, they wanted you to go to school and you wanted to go to school too. Because God loved you so much. He did everything for you. He sent, God sent people, good and bad people, to all of us. But God sent someone to help you. Continue. We all love you. Despite, as everyone knows that we do have this protocol, or bless, right? Is to bless each and everyone, because a lot of people are suffering all over the globe. That is why our CEO, who loves humanity, without him, I will not see you. We will not see each other. Thank you so much, Miss Gladys. P&G members, guests, I believe that you guys are going to join today. I love you guys. Thank you again, Miss Gladys.
Thank you. Love you.
David, you're muted, David.
Oh, yes. I was so excited. So I forgot to unmute myself. Thank you, Dr. Benny. Julie, my sister, come on, unmute and speak.
Thank you so much, David. Special thank you to Gladys. Gladys, you are love. Looking at you, looking at your story, it's full of love. Love from God, love from your from your mom and dad, love from everywhere. You are full of love. And I appreciate you so much. Your story, your testimonial is so relatable to many of us here. And we all come to Papua New Guinea to get inspiration, to be inspired. And you truly meant to be here tonight. You're truly meant to be here tonight to share the story, to share your testimonial. What I said with Chris that we talked earlier, and we said we are cross-passing. We are in each other's life for a reason. We all have a purpose to be where we are at the time that we are and where everyone's are together. And I believe in that purpose so fully. And I believe you are meant to be here tonight. And I appreciate you so much for sharing your story, for sharing your love. You are full of love, Gladys. And everyone who are guests and listening to this message tonight, I have noticed that this meeting is also streaming live. That means that it meant to be. Every single thing that you are saying here meant to be. And if you are here in this meeting, you are meant to be here. You are meant to be in OnPassive. You are meant to listen to the story that Gladys was sharing with us. Take that action, because she did. She took that action, and she has been continuously listening to this OnPassive message through a lot of sharing, through a lot of webinar. But she's here because of that love. When you are in OnPassive and you feel that love in your heart, you can't hold on to it on your own. You got to go out. You got to share that with other people.
Yes.
So if you are a guest tonight, you meant to be here, and you meant to accept that love that Gladys shared with us here today, that love of OnPassive. So please, my friend, don't sit on your hand, or don't sit there and thinking, should I do this? Should I do that? Take that action and say, yes, I'm going to accept this love that this lady Gladys share with us tonight. I don't even know her, but I'm going to take that action because of her true story that she shared with deep in her heart here with you. So if you're listening to it, please take that action. And obviously, if you are already a founder of OnPassive, if you hear this story and it's pull your heartstring again, take that action. If you can do another position, do it, because it's definitely going to change your life. It's definitely going to change the humanity, every heart that you meet, everyone that you meet in life. And yes, there is a purpose for all of us to meet together. So I want to thank Gladys for being here with us tonight. Your story is
Thank you, Julie.
inspirational and full of love. I appreciate you. Yes, you touched my heart tonight. And I absolutely would like to buy another position if I haven't had enough. So thank you so much, Gladys. Really appreciate you.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you for that. Yes, it's truly, we can feel that love that's flowing from her. Thank you. Mamadou Jallo.
Yes, good evening, Mr. David. Good evening, Chris. Good evening, Marty. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Papua New Guinean. My name is Momodu Jallo. I just want to add a little bit to what Sister Gladys just told us this morning. I was listening to her and I saw myself in her story. I was born in Sierra Leone, West Africa, and my father was a chief agriculturist. I was born, born in the farm, grew up in the farm, went to school, from farmhouse to school, and from school to farmhouse, till I went to the city when I went to high school. And from that time, I've been struggling. I've been trying because my father had a lot of children. We are about 20. I have about 19 siblings. So my dad had over 200 grandkids. So we, the educated ones, are just few. So I'm here in America since 2007 with my elder brother. And since I came to this country, I've been working. I work in the nursing home, taking care of elderly people. And I do 2 jobs. If you can see me, I'm just returning from my second job. When my co-worker introduced me into this opportunity, because I call this company opportunity, I don't look anywhere, I just enter. And when I enter, I started listening to good people like you all, and I know what it is. I said, oh my goodness, look at my country, Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has been in existence since the 13th century, but up till now, it hasn't developed the way it's supposed to develop. Because we have all the resources, but the leaders of that country cannot make good use of those resources for the benefit of the people. So when I enter into this opportunity, I said, thank God, this is a way that I can be able to help myself, help my family, and see how I'll be able to help my country, Sierra Leone. And when Sister Gladys was talking, I remember one time I was in the farm with my dad, making a fence. When you have a farm, you make fence right round, in order to prevent the animal from eating the food. So we was making this fence, and my dad just lifted up his head and looked at me and said, Momodu, he said, there will come a time if you tell anybody that you know how to do this type of job, he said they won't believe you. And I didn't take that serious until when I met this opportunity. I started thinking how this opportunity will help me to change myself and be helpful to the masses of my country. And then I reflect to that word, what my dad told me. So, Papua New Guinean, please, if you are listening, if you are not a founder of this opportunity, please stop everything that you are doing. Cast away all your doubts. Throw away all your fears and join into this opportunity, because Mr. Ash, who is a God sent, has decided to lead us into success. So please, I'm just begging you, and also reiterate to what Sister Gladys said. And thank you all, good leaders. And Chris, good evening. I've been trying to say hi to you, but I couldn't get in touch with you. I'm very sorry for the loss of your mom, and welcome to the club. I lost my mom when she was 89 years old, and my dad was 110 years. So welcome into the club. Don't be afraid. Everybody will have to go through it. Thank you. And God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mamadou. Thank you for that. Yes. We now have Cedric Flowers. Cedric, you can unmute. And then we have Sylvie Wanji. After her is Mary Carroll.
Thank you, but I'll yield my time to the ladies, Sylvie and Sister Mary first.
Okay, you're a gentleman. Cedric. Sylvie, you can go first, and then we'll have Mary.
Thank you, Brother Cedric, for giving me your place. I really appreciate it. Thank you, David. Thank you, Papua New Guinea, for hosting this webinar. It's a great webinar. Gladys, my sister, what can I tell you? You are amazing. You are inspiration, motivation. You are everything. From the start, at the end, everything you were saying, I was waiting to, to hear something new. And that's how it was. You changed the way to present things. We were all glued to this webinar. I've never paid attention like this. But from the beginning, you open your mouth talking about Mr. Ash, that you have the opportunity to talk to, for a CEO to call an unknown person back and talk to him like he's, you know each other. It's a blessing. I think you guys have the same way. You walk in the same way. He has the heart. You do, like all of us over here. Look at your life. You make me cry because I'm very sensitive when I know that someone is suffering. It looked for me like I was, witnesses that time. And it was very painful. But because God is good, everything just went smoothly. We have a French writer who say, I'm going to say it in French, l'homme ne se mesure que face aux obstacles. Meaning what? the better you suffer, the better you are successful. I mean, when you suffer a lot, the better you are successful. That's what it means. Everything that is going to be great is never easy to get it. So that was the purpose of life. Thank you, my sister, for the flowing of this attractive energy, the flowing of this attractive love. You brought love to this webinar once again, this tonight, morning in Papua New Guinea. For my brother and sister from Papua New Guinea. If someone never touched your heart, if you're still insensitive after listening to this webinar, please, it means that something is wrong. Because what she said, it just went till to my bone. It was so smooth, so clear. It came from her heart, from the bottom of her heart, and we all felt it. If you have a purpose, Papua New Guinea, our sister Gladys is the real motivation. Go back to whoever invites you and sign it right now. We gotta change our life. We have to touch lives. We have to touch people's lives. That's our CEO vision, changing humanity. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate each and everyone, all the leadership council here working so hard for us. Chris, you are just amazing. I give you a big hug. You are a man. We love you dearly. I love all of you. Thank you. Maddie, don't talk. You are the best. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Sylvie. We have Mary Caro. Mary, and then we will get Cedric to speak after Mary, and we'll have Listro after Cedric.
Thank you and good afternoon, David. Thank you, Brother Cedric, for allowing us to go ahead of you. And good afternoon to each and every one of you Leadership Council members, recognizing Marty Degamo, Tony Monk, Chris Johnson, Narelle, many of you that are here today. I would like to echo the words of our previous speakers, and to you, Gladys, such a warm, warm welcome, and thank God that you are here today. As it was said before, you're here for a purpose, maybe because many of us, our guests, are still sitting on the fence whilst OnPassive is moving forward at a faster pace than ever before. So the message you gave was very, very convincing, very encouraging, and of course, with God's love. I resonate with you because 53 years ago, I had a son who was premature, but then I saw a vision and I was going to be taken away. But I begged that person to let me live. And look, 53 years on, I'm still here. And I thank God. I do honestly believe that Ash Bufare is a God-given and anointed person. He may not want to say that, admit it publicly, but he is. I mean, why else would anyone in his position with his family give up much of their resources to do something for the world? It is because that was God's will. And it is for that purpose that we are all here today and will always be. Because he saw that vision. And being a product of the IT world, he knew that the best way to replicate and triplicate Mother Teresa is this way, the way he has built OnPassive, together with his hardworking professional team of the technical people in Hyderabad. He's got the best leadership council that any organization could have. I mean, you, the council, have brought us this far. You've broken down every message that he's given for us to understand, the ordinary people, the illiterate IT people. Look at Nancy Yangavi. She just came back from one of our provinces in remote areas, talking to 200 plus people that many of them don't understand what IT and AI are all about. But being Nancy, she delivered that message very well. Thank you, Nancy, my dear. But there we are. You've come here, Gladys. You've given us a special message. When you were called on by David, I was sitting back and looking. Okay, she's going to do a presentation. I don't see anything with her. She's not got anything written down. And there you go. You were speaking from your heart all the way through with the guidance of the Holy Spirit. That's how it works. And you gave us a message, even me. I mean, I'm 72 years old in a few days' time. And I have my people living on an island. I've spoken to them, but maybe I gave them the technical aspect of OnPassive first. And so I drove them away. So now I'm going to use your recipe of sharing and the love that you poured out and bring it right down to what they understand, and they understand God. So thank you. I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I thank the rest of the speakers that reaffirmed your love and your passion and what OnPassive is going to do for each and every one of us, plus our families, our communities, and our villages. This morning I was talking to one of my counselors from my village, and he said, I want to form the next provincial, the local level government as the president, but I don't have money. And I said to him, you don't need money. You just pray to God. He will lead you and guide you and show you what to say to the rest of them that will join your team. I said, because this organization, OnPassive, will help you to do whatever you want to do in the various wards, the 23 wards that you will represent. So thank you again to the world for your heart, your encouragement. Thank you for coming on board and sharing with us this afternoon. May God bless each and every one of you on the panel, not on the panel, and to those Papua New Guineans observing, I just want to share with them in Tok Pisin. O brata na susa, pla ogera tok yumi harem pinis. O line o brata na susa blo nara pla country na bat. O come forward na o ask him you pla long good pla way. Ting him Papa God, suppose you know make him decision yet, you pray long end. Na sister blo yumi tok ya. Them walk him this la. Na come up long end from grade 8 onward, and may good platoon. So me too, me like encourage him, you me 1-1, stop law fence yet or not a plus side law fence, please make your decision. Na am. Me play no can forcing you. With those words, I'd like to wrap it up by saying good afternoon, world, and thank you very, very much for being here with us. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Well spoken there. Thank you. He spoke on behalf of us. Cedric, my brother from the Hollywood Square. Come on.
I know, Dave. If you don't mind, I'll let Listra go. She next. She can go next. I promise I'll go after her.
Okay. Lestra, come on. You're given the space now by Cedric. So come on.
Thank you, Cedric. You're too sweet. Hi, everyone. Gladys, my sister. I've never seen you before and I've never heard you before, but I'm just blown away. That presentation tonight was from the heart. And you know what? A person speaking like that only can do it in Christ. That was amazing, amazing. The story you shared, I know that we're all touched. I am so full, it's hard for me to even speak now because that went straight to my heart. It's as though you are a shining light for all of us here. And in these times, in this world today, that has lifted so many of us up. We are just blessed. Blessed. As Ash says, OnPassive is a beacon of hope. Well, you just brought that beacon of hope to everyone. Everyone listening here tonight will take that to heart and they will walk away with it, knowing that it came straight from your heart. I am not one for long speeches, but I had to just get on there and tell you it was wonderful, just wonderful. And yeah, I can't say anything else. I'm just blown away. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lestra. Cedric, now you can come on. And then we have Tony Monk.
Thank you, David. Appreciate you. How everyone doing tonight or afternoon? Gladys, that was excellent, eloquent words of wisdom and inspiration. I mean, you reaffirm why we have 1 million people as founders, and also, the strength of character and the strength of character and the strength of purpose and OnPassive. I mean, for Ash Mafara to create this platform for us, we are all blessed to be able to help society, humanity. For me, I just can't wait to help others before I help myself. I know Ash said we gonna fill our gas tank up first, but I'm looking forward to filling other people's gas tank up before mine. To be honest with you, but that being said, to all the guests, if you're sitting on the fence, I mean, there's no need of sitting on that fence because OnPassive is the best place to be. We have the best products, portfolio products in the world. No one can match us. All our products, we have artificial intelligence, 100% automated, and they all integrated with each other. That alone, is priceless. There's nobody out here can match us. Google, Facebook, especially Facebook, Amazon, you name them. None of them ask you to be a founder. OnPassive is. I was a bus driver out in Philadelphia, and I got laid off. And shortly after, I was introduced by, may he rest in peace, Fred Lanswager. And that was the best decision I ever made in my life. I thank Fred, and I'll be thanking Fred and Ash for the rest of my days. There's no other company out here like it. For $97, the value is priceless. So just get in. You can't lose and you won't lose. I leave this quote like my grandmother always said, before I tell you something wrong, I won't tell you nothing at all. Just get in, you know. The best quote I ever heard in my life, you know. I got a lot of quotes in my head. Warren Buffett says it best though, you know. If you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you be working till you die. And none of us are gonna be able to do that. We always have the option. It's not about the wealth, it's about your options, for me anyway. So just get in, you know. Go back to the person, whoever invited you to this webinar, they love you to death. They love you. So again, just sign up. Can't go wrong. You won't go wrong. I love everyone. Peace and blessings, everyone. See everyone at the top where your ears will pop. Peace.
Yes. Thank you, Cedric. See you at the top when your ears will pop. Tony, my brother, long time. Tony Monk.
David, I'm gonna let Georgie go first. I'm gonna follow Cedric's example and let the ladies go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Georgie, come on.
Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, leadership. Just want to say thank you to Gladys. I have not heard you speak before, but thank you so much. There is such a time as this that you were meant to be here today. So that was really inspiring, and thank you for sharing your experience and your story. And I am sure that a lot of Papua New Guineans who are listening here can relate to your story and experience. So I'm gonna speak to our Papua New Guineans perspective. So Tintin blow you me or one talk blow you me lo Papua New Guinea. Suppose you guest law here. Me like talk you me or some Tintin blow you me must change. Now you me pinim or some pinim way law making money law or lifestyle blow you me. Na susa Gladys speak law life blonen na experience blow you me na blonen na you me can relate law plenty hardship na plenty struggle you me facing law family blow you me yet na blow you me yet na all relatives na one talks blow you me. So opportunity me come up sharing pennies or some you me tintin blow you me must come law change law way how you me can trust him this law where they come law marry talk pennies. Now OnPassive true company. So one plus speaker Momodu talk pennies. Talk you know can fret, you know can have him doubt. Or plenty line all come inside law here. All walk him this law doubt na fret. All walk pennies. Now walk blow you or some you come in tassel na join. Now all get all talk law OnPassive this la company good la company strat. Company through CEO got vision. Now online all get all stuff here. Me too. Me harem this love me look him this love vision. Now me hamama strat lo this love vision. Now me like share him lo all nada families. Now you too suppose all who said kiss him you come lo harem this la word. Now you come lo this la webinar. Please scale him tintin na join because company good plus company by bring him good plus something lo you family blow you na company or community blow you too lo make him good plus something lo plus or village blow you or tribe blow you or clan blow you. So this la you know awesome you mean by tintin Thomas lo this la company or get a work it's been done. You scale him tintin, come on board. Now, suppose you come inside this company, or get something by you can look him. Now you by experience him, what other line or experience him inside the company pennies. You too by experiencing this black company. Now you by tin him, you not blow you yet. So you by tintin lo plant something you can make him. lo community blo yuna em good plus something. So ask him Papa God by guiding you, that is like experience, no can no sem or get the money come here or come nothing lo making money lo all yet. Vision and big plan more yet, more yet. Blow Yumi 1 month assault Yumi can look outside law. One of you can make him. Lo village blow Yumi, the country blow Yumi too. Thank you, through.
Thank you, Georgie. Thank you for putting that perspective in Pidgin to our people here. Yes, I'm true. Thank you, Tony. You can go ahead now.
Wow, what can I say that hasn't already been said? That's amazing, very inspiring. Gladys, this is the first time I've heard you speak, actually. And what I see oozing from you is nothing but wisdom. You're very wise, and you've inspired a lot of people here today. And I'm sure you've inspired many people so many times. And to inspire anyone is to actually live in spirit. When you're inspiring someone, that means that you're living in spirit. And when you're living in spirit, it's different from when you're living in spirit, it means that you're a spiritual being having a human experience. In other words, you understand that perspective. Most people today, they think the opposite. They think they're human beings having a spiritual encounter every now and again, but it's the opposite. And when people like yourself speak from the hearts like you did today, you inspire everyone. And we all of a sudden get into this spiritual way of being, and it's just absolutely amazing. I love your story, and I relate to some of it. When I was a child myself, I also have worked with people with special needs. And there's some of them are nonverbal. So you have to, over the years, what you have to do is you have to develop a way to read their heart, what they're saying from the heart, because they can't speak to you verbally, right? So you have to know their needs and what have you, and you get better at it as you get to know the individual. So you know, what you said tonight was very inspiring, very inspiring. It touched all of our hearts, everyone here, and especially me. I'm a very sensitive person, and I was trying to hold back the tears as much as I could. Thank you so much for inspiring everyone, and keep doing what you're doing. And for the new people that are, you know, wanting to get in, this is the place to be. As you can see, we're a huge family here. We're full of heart. We love to help you as much as we can. Get in. It's 400 kina. It's not much for what you're going to be experiencing in the next couple of years. Thank you very much, David, for letting me speak. I appreciate it.
I think David's froze.
And Chris, it's nice to see you here again, buddy. It's never the same without you. It's nice to have you back.
Thank you, Tony. Nice to see you too. Did we just lose David? Marty, I think we lost your little brother.
I think you're right. He usually comes back in, right back in, though. He said we had storms or something, didn't he?
Yeah, he lost power. I just thought I heard his voice.
Looking for him. No, I'm sure.
Hello.
There he is. David, stop disappearing.
I just got booted and I had to come back in again. Thank you, Tony. And it's open. I want Nancy to share what she has done over the last week when she was back in WIWAC in our provinces. Nancy, please go ahead.
David, I believe that Nancy got booted out. I think she's trying to get back in. I saw her left. That means that she probably got cut off somehow. So she's coming back in soon.
Okay. Okay, while we're at it, I'll just speak to our people again. Just add on from where Georgie touched on. Yumi long Papua New Guinea, Sister Gladys, I'm long Kenya. Kenya na Papua New Guinea is no different. You may got plenty or something, one kind. How you may say stop too, one kind. You may say stop long or some family type. Group, you may say stop long. Now you may say share him something. So I'm go through long life experience belangam na. Me bring him life story blame come. Now I'm so some through long OnPassive and by helping emiat family belangam na all narpla line. So you may stop lo here. Suppose you come na you long find him way long. Help him you yet na. You say you may go inside long plenty can struggle blow you me long. Time you look come now, you may stop sampla come lo school, sampla no come lo school na you may stop lo place that's all now this la meeting lo OnPassive come up na sampla line you come na talk saw lo you or some you got one opportunity stop. Now only sharing OnPassive one time you. Yes, sister I share ya. I share him story belong him. Now I'm sharing how this la company he can connect him you or he can help him you long come up him this la dream man blow you. You may all get that I got one dream man time you may legally picking he come. You may say look lo 1 month I go past lo life blow you mean you may say like come up one kind of same. Suppose papa blow you am teacher you look him you too like come up teacher kind of same. So this la kind of story come up na. You may say struggle lo go to school long find him this la road where you mean up long come up this la kind man. So now you can get this la. Suppose you and papa or mama you stop. You can get this la hope now. This la business OnPassive me come. Papa long this la company me create him. Me kind man or me say me look lo help him plant him and marry lo ground. So me come up in this la business where me can give him you this la opportunity na this la ability long. You not long come up lo this la kind man marry. Now suppose ose mipla bipla man marry finish. Mipla you papa or mama you stop. You can now use him this la opportunity long. Bring him future lo pikinini blow you come long. One dream man long him. So this la business me play bring him come lo you. Now you can scale him, one of can share him, me talk plenty online, me talk, me plan not talk too much long. Company by making money or someone or company this la kind company. Company me explain him, on play information technology company. But me plan no story lo this la something because plenty blow me play no how long IT, no how long computer. But man me work him this la business. Me make him this la business lo help him you na me lo find him road lo kiss him money. Now so sister me talk out sem you na me mitla no need lo sawe long IT you me no need lo sawe lo computer you me sharing bell blangam sem need blangam me stop like pigini blangam almost come up good sit down blong almost come up good lo bien no this la rota sol this la business of OnPassive me can inap him this la dream man blow you me so me like encourage him you me all Papua New Guinea. You stop lo here, you papa mama, you no can waste him time. Suppose you got money, you buy him on position lo beginning blue. Because this la road long all. Some future long. So you no can pass him money. Money you may say kiss him na you may say spend him. Na you may say spend him lo kan road na you no got kaya blame cambian. But this la opportunity where OnPassive me come up lo dua you now you lo harem stop. You invest him, put him this la 400 kina, 390 kina, 400 kina, you may put him go inside la business. Now you buy him position lo beginning blow you na you set him up lo future blong. And papa mama you may got papa mama you may say got this la dreaman this la hungry lo looking beginning blow you must sit on good lo bien. Now you may say find him road lo how by you may can sit on him all good. rote mi kam lo hiya. Osem Sister Gladys emi toka. Go school na grade 8 triple time repeat him this la grade 8 ya. You know, because no got sawe, got hungry long go school tasol money emon plaro something when me pass him long go long next grade lo grade 9. No got money. Osem na must repeat him grade 9 mo klo wait stop. So wrote me up long lo this la time where Pater emi come na help him. So now God bring him this opportunity come to you sit down this la meeting. No some mistake. You me got one time inside your life you say experience him something. So now you come sit down this la meeting or one pla man or one pla founder think him you na carrying this la opportunity sharing on them you. So you know can lose thinking about this la. You know can look him to I'm one pla can all opportunity me say looking plan can something come na ito ko emon pla scheme or pyramid scheme or imi Papua New Guinea imi sarem this la kind all talk say come up. Me like talking you sem. You know can approach him this la opportunity. System seri me seri one time bell blongam. Na touch him life mi plogata. Mi plogata mi pla join him la business. Mi pla look him vision blo CEO blo mi pla na mi pla look sa lo bell blongam. No pla greedy man. Suppose greedy man. Non up lo share him this la business one time you na me. By pass him lo net na family blongam. Tasole mo plaman when big man salim come. Papa God salim come lo help him you na me. Can man say you na me me plus Sister Gladys talk average people. So you me all kata you me average people yeah. You me come. Now you me come up lo this la place where you me make him decision lo join him OnPassive. Me join him finish. Na me come a founder. So me current la business come na me share him lo all Papua New Guinea planti blow me plus start lo here. Only harem na now all share him on them you. So opportunity start lo do blow you. You yet you can harem na you make him thinking blow you. Decision start blow you. One decision you walk him lo today, tomorrow by you look him kai blongan. Thank you. So I'll just bring back this discussion back to the floor. Is anybody there who wants to speak? I don't know whether Nancy is back on or she's off.
She's back, David. She's back.
Okay, Nancy, you can go ahead and share what you have been sharing with our people.
Okay, thank you, Dad. Good afternoon, everyone from PNG. Sorry, just hang on a minute. Thank you. First of all, I just want to say it's always good to honor our Godfather, Mr. Mati Digamo. He's the man because of his love and his heart and his persistent, and he believes that PNG can be part of this great blessing and breakthrough that is coming. And because of that, we are here. And because of that, we have inspiring speakers that inspire us every time. So I just want to give honor to where honor is due. So we honor you, love you, Mati. Also, I want to say, give my condolence once again to my blood, Mr. Chris Johnson. PNG, why we call you blood? Because we mean it. You are family. When we refer to you as blood, you are family. You are family. You are blood. You are skin. You are bone of PNG. And so we love you. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, everyone. Julie, Robin, Engineer Mike, Tony Monk, all you, Cedric, Flowers, and Kevin, and all of you. And so today, this afternoon, thank you so much, Gladys. It's not a new story to PNG. It is not. You and I come from countries and nations that go through the same kind of thing every day. But to hear you bringing hope and speaking to us that there is always hope behind everything that is hard and difficult. If only you persist, if only you persevere, if only you have a dream and you push for it, you're gonna get it, you're gonna come out of it. And so we appreciate you and thank you for an excellent testimony, testifying to the greatness of what God has done for you and can do also for us here in PNG. So we appreciate you and we love you and thank you so much. It was so beautiful, so calm. Your voice was lovely and it was just, I mean, we could just listen to you all afternoon in PNG into the night hours. I don't know about these people like Lynn and them. Can you stay till the daybreak? So thank you so much, Gladys. We appreciate you. And also to my main queen, Dr. Benny, love you always for being here. And my beloved PNG founders, Rona and Ammon and Penny and Mom and Dad Bakaus. Always, always appreciate all of you for all that you do. Auntie Mary, thank you for sharing. Okay, I just came back yesterday from a meeting with, I would like Mati maybe can confirm this with me or maybe give a word or something. Mati, would you know anyone that has gone by the name Grand 99? Grand 99 in OnPassive? Does it refer to, would you know?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay, that's fine. Okay, my uncle, late Mr. Jim Cook, he was a captain of the army. He works for the army. He flies the aeroplane, and he died in May this year. He died. He built a really big house in his village, and he signed up. He signed through. He got the ebook from one of the founders. Mr. Bakau gave the ebook to one of his founder friends in PNG, and this person, after reading it, he passed it on to my uncle, and he read it, and he didn't went back to them. He got directly with. So that's what they're saying. They're telling me that he registered with Mr. Mufara, and I told him I have to confirm that. I have to see. I don't know who he joined up with. He registered with. I don't know the sponsor, but they said he registered with Mr. Mufara. Maybe Dad would know.
OP admin.
OP admin. So
he got under OP admin, so we're trying to bring him back.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, he could be moved if that's the case.
We were in the process of bringing him back when he passed on.
Yeah,
so.
OP admin is not a position.
Okay.
It's a default. If there's a break in the internet or something, it automatically defaults to OP admin. But he can go wherever he should be at.
Yeah, so we were in the process of bringing him back to the person who introduced him, and then he passed on. So I think there's something already sent to the support. We'll address that later.
Yeah, come.
Yes.
Get a hold of me, David, and let me know who you wanted to go under, and I'll help you. Nancy, okay? Okay.
Yes, because when I went, they were like, anyway, I'll just give a little story of how it went. So because my uncle, I knew that he built a team, a big team, and he purchased a lot of positions as well. So after his death, I was looking for my auntie's number, and anyway, they did not bring me to my auntie, but they brought me to this other lady. And this lady got in touch with me and say, we need help. We are lost. We don't know what to do. And what are we going to do now? Can you come over? I just said, okay, I'll just come. No worries. And so they went ahead and they did their own collections and they bought my ticket to go over and run the training with them. When I went, that house that some of you saw in some of the posts that I posted was a brand new house that was built for a conference, and OnPassive was we were the first people to use it. And guess what? They just said, this thing is open up for you. If you want to come back, you want to run training, you want to do whatever, here it's open. Next year, we're going to bring in Wi-Fi and get this place connected, and you're most welcome to come back. Now, what we just talked about, these founders, they're questioning me. They said, now he's dead. Who do we go to? Where do we go to? Because we want somebody that can be here with us. and deal with us. And we can trust them, people that we can trust. And they actually talked with the person that introduced my uncle to the business, and he wasn't in the place or position to help them, whatever it was with them. And I said, it's okay if you want to get him over. But anyway, when I went over, because I am also like they were just neighboring villages from my village. It's about like 5 minutes walk to my village. So when I went there, the house was really fully packed, overpacked. Young people, fathers, mothers, grand people, old people as well, grandfathers, grandmothers, everyone was there, and they were so excited because my uncle wanted to, he had he laid out a design to build a city right in his village. And because he was also a pilot, he wanted to build airport as well, and it's going to build houses, and he already outlined those how the village is going to look like. It was really unbelievable. The vision is just so amazing. And now these people are looking like, in our province, in our country, like sometimes when you have educated people coming with new vision, new dreams, enemy doesn't like it. They want to stay in the same place. And so when he died, our people were so confused. Anyway, I just went there, run the training on how to get your phone, basic training. How, when you get a new phone, you should connect it to internet. Get internet, then connect it, create an email, When you have Google app and all that stuff, get an email. How do you create your email? How do you add people? Now, because they're registered, there's like 200 plus people registered, and they have no phones. They have, I think it's only about 10 people that can have access to internet. And they are the ones with very little information, and they're so confused. So when I went there, we break it down right to the roots, the grassroots level, right down where, and someone who's not educated from my village level can understand. But we talked more on mindset shifting, like what Gladys talked today. If you're just from a Black country, you just think like you're not good enough, you cannot do it, you're too ashamed, you're too naive, you're just too humble. You cannot rise up and say, hey, come on, I've got to take ownership of this. This is my business. It has come to me. And I told them, just see the person that died as the best seed, because he was the best educated, a very highly educated person in his village, the entire village. And I told them, seed has the best seed that has gone into the ground for good things to come out of it. Good things. You cannot sit here and worry about a dead person. He's gone. He's gone to be with God. And right now he's looking down. And if you continue to live in worry and fear and afraid of witchcraft and all this stuff, you're never going to go anywhere. And along the highway of East Sepik province, along the highway, our villages are just along the main highway. And so I told them, you're sitting right here and you're seeing businesses and millions of kina passing through the highway. You need to know how to intercept. You got to grab hold of the business opportunity. But if your mindset is not changing, my goodness, you're not going to get anything. You're just going to sit here and you continue to die, and you continue to live in poverty, sickness, disease, and the dream of seeing the city built here will never realize, will never come to fruition. Today, we've got to change our mindset. So it's our meeting. So our people there was so much fear because, we believe in all kinds of, spirit world and all this stuff. So I was just literally shifting their mindset from in an animistic belief system to a way of thinking outside of the norm, outside of the spirit world. Our people believe in the spirit world. It's animistic belief. They know that when you go and do gardening, you have to go and do some songs and sing and stay away from your wife or your just so that the spirits can bless the yams, the goods in the garden, so the harvest can be great. So this kind of mentality, it's the same with us, with Africa. It's the same kind of mindset. So a lot of our people are like, they're too scared. They actually, when I walked in, I can feel fear. There was so much fear. And they told me, you shouldn't go there and you cannot conduct the meeting, like this. And nobody should come and talk to you and we'll be your bodyguard. Actually, it was a tight, very tight security for me, because they said, we don't want this and these people to come. They're founders. These other people, they're also founders. That's why I'm sharing this now. So Mati and Dad as well, Mr. Bakau and Chris, I need your wisdom in this one. Because I said we cannot, because if you register as a founder, then you're a founder. And to say someone is not going to be a founder, it's not my decision, it's not even your decision. I don't know who's going to make the decision for that, but I was saying to them, we got to speak, reconciliation must come to this village. At the end of the 2-day, it was very intense. We started early in the morning and finished late in the evening. I had no reception to internet connectivity. But these people, they said, we're going to get out into the fields, get the reception on, and you have to teach us. And we literally went into the back office. I supplied them with data. I said, get into groups. And we went into about 15 or 16 groups. And I gave them data and I said, we're going to go in as long as you know how to get into your new founders back office, know how to get the OTP, how to get in and sign the ONET, because a lot of them were young people. They love to chit chat and all that stuff. So I was doing that until they said, you know what? We are up. The next meeting you're going to come, everyone, even those that are now we say you're not going to join us, they will join us the next time. I said, thank God. Thank you, Lord. That's it. That's why I'm here, to help you guys. You see, they're not in my team, right? They're not in my team, but who cares? It's not about in your team, their team, whoever team. This is OnPassive. It's a company that's built on love. That is the reason why when you're hearing Gladys, you can feel the love. You can feel it in your heart, because we're a business, we're a company built on love. And Ash, when he talks to people like us and from other countries that don't really understand technology, he always said it out loud and clear. You don't need to know all this stuff. But if your mindset can see the vision, if you can see the value that I'm bringing to you, if you can appreciate that you have already bought a founder's position and be patient, you're all good for life. You're set for life. You're covered. You're secured. So why should we be afraid of? And so in that meeting, a lot of new people came to register as well. So I'm going to continue to help them. So because I see that, like what Gladys was talking about, our people do not really need, Mati always stress about that. PNG, you don't need to know O-Track. You don't need to know O-Chat. You don't need to know O-Desk. You don't need to know all of that. You just need to know how to get your email, go to your back office, be schooled out to transfer money from your O-Wallet into your bank account, and that's it. You're good. And I think that's what our people are. They don't know nothing about internet. But when you speak the vision, that's what I see in the village. When you speak the vision, when you reveal the purpose of the man who drove or brought this company into being, people are just coming in. They're just coming in. And they're coming in by numbers. And I was really happy that I went and helped my people. And I'll be leaving next week to help another province. Internet connectivity is not really good. It's not really good in PNG. We can't hold, we have webinars, but a Pidgin webinar, me and Amen decided that we should go and do webinars in Pidgin and teach our people in Pidgin and break it down for them, so that understanding is the key. Understand. If they do not understand, then it doesn't make sense. We need to get them to the place of understanding the business. So we've been doing that, but then our people cannot connect because there is no good connectivity. So I told them, get my ticket. I'm not asking for more. Just get my ticket. If you want, I'm good. I'm fine. I have no problem. Everything about me is fine, totally fine. But if you want to be part of this, if you do not want to miss out and be in a place of confusion, you better get me now. Come on, we got to put a demand for our people to rise. We cannot sit and wait for the webinar to come, because while we are waiting, there's so much information going behind the scene. And like when I came here, I was like, wow, so many things have happened in the past couple of days while I was away. And so to make the story short, it was very good meeting, and our people came to understand the business. And the one thing that I wanted to make sure that I must know whether it was, because they were saying it, no, he registered with Ash, but I said, okay, until I see it, I will have to confirm that. So I thank you for that. Now, my question is, so there are some other founders that, there's a little bit of disagreement in the village and all that with other founders. And so they were asking me, what are we going to do with them? Are we going to, put them out and all this? And I said, no, it's not your decision to do that. It's not even my decision to do that. I can just get some wisdom from our leaders and come back to you and tell you the best thing. But at the end of the meeting, everyone agreed that despite whatever, let's see that was the best seed that can go into the ground for better tomorrow for our people. So I was really happy for that. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for coming and for listening tonight. Thank you, Mr. Bakau.
Thank you, Nancy, as usual. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing what has happened. We will sort out the admin issue on that particular account. I think there's an email already gone, and we're just waiting for support to come back on us on that one. So that will be sorted out. I'll discuss that with Mati. But otherwise, Papua New Guinea, you join one time Musai to say, nogat mipla nogat dislakan pasin osem you start all MLM company na. All MLM company, by you join him sla group, by you start lo here, you can go join him natla group kind of sem. Mipla no saya pull him tight him lo here. Papua New Guinea, me like talk say osem OnPassive, no one pla MLM company. So no can thinking lo, kisim mindset lo MLM company come inside. OnPassive, one pla internet technology company, information technology company. Na Papa blows la company, create him or come up in the company and come up in the company one time good pla thinking, one time you miss I talk bell sore or love, and come up in the thinking long help him all get a man marry in ground. So you know me time you come in long this la business inside long country PNG you come up lo here and you come up one pla family. You know got separate team, different team no got. Olgata and one pla company and OnPassive now Olgata you Olgata founders. So no can got one pla kind thinking was me come join him this la I'm no got tromo this la thinking outside. Now you stop or someone pla family now me pla by walk one time now moving this la country forward. So you know me or some founders privileged position lo you got privileged position lo join him this la company or some founder. Now you stop one time CEO blow me now you look him all got a line lo here all stop lo here and all family member blow me around the globe you got some close to 1.1 million 1,100,000 man Mary only join him this la company inside long more than 200 countries you stop now me like talk thank you lo brother blow me Mati this la man me introducing me lo this la business OnPassive Law 2019, na law 2019, time me join him this la business, me look him vision, me look him dreaman long CEO blow yumi, or some like help him all man marry na use him this la concept long Mother Teresa na me share him this la platform. So time me look him this la me go down good on time me law this la kind passing long. You me say help him na share him all something in Papua New Guinea. So mi karem sla business come na mi plus sharing this la business one time you na mi plus all founders come inside finish or you can witness him this la something em oklong grow inside lo here. So me like him you come up with some guest lo this la binun time you stop na you watch him or behind by you look him this la recording suppose one play me come share him this la recording one time you na you harem this la talk me plus make him opportunity come lo you now na got one plenty time by opportunity come once in a while got by nona repeat him yet. So once him come now you look him you make him decision now you kiss him you kiss him now you approach him now by you wait or maybe you know not look him again this opportunity. So me like encourage him you know can sit down the fence you know can got two thing now me plus share him one time you kiss him now you hold him now you find him this money now you register now yet you register because tomorrow belong by looking good plus sit down by you. So tasol me like making this la talk na meeting by you me come finish osem. So I'll just like to wind it up here. I just want to thank everyone for attending this meeting, and once again we thank our sister for sharing her heart, her story with us. Very inspiring. And it truly is a very, very inspiring way to share. Instead of making presentations for us here, some of us may understand, some of us may not understand, but the way she presented has changed the whole idea of us presenting. Thank you very much, my sister. God bless you. And we pray that you continue to share the story to many people that you come on the platform and speak. Thank you very much. And with that, I'd like to close it off from here. Everyone can unmute and we can all say bye-bye, Lukimu, aloha.
Bye from Kansas, everybody.
PNG.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye, everybody from
Everyone.
Canada.
Great job, Gladys.
Hi, everyone from Houston. We love you.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Bye. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Happy Saturday. Bye, Chris. Bye, Narelle, everyone. Bye,
Bye, Steph. Bye, Nancy.
Bye. Bye. Good evening. Good evening.